Outta Compton's kitchen. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? I pray you're having peace in the midst of the pandemic. And listen, I was just thinking, sometimes things that go on in life, natural disasters and that kind of thing, can be compared to what's going on in our lives. When things are unstable, it could be like an earthquake in your life. So I'm praying that you have an encouragement in the midst of the earthquakes, faith in the midst of the floods and the fires, hope in the midst of the hurricanes when things are just like in a disarray. And I pray you're not allowing anybody to jack you for your joy. Of course, inspiration in the midst of injustice, victory in the midst of the vaccination. I still haven't gotten one. Pray for your girl, okay? So anyway, you notice my attire is a little bit different. Thank you, Yanni, for my earrings. She hooked me up, y'all, with my custom earrings. And so I was saying, sometimes I don't want to put the apron on because I want to just be like a child. I want to work with the children today. I want to help them to learn how to make buttermilk waffles. And I think when I'm working with children, I'm helping them with math skills, cooking skills, organization skills. Because in order to put a meal together, you have to be organized. In order to follow the recipe, sometimes you might want to cut the recipe in half, which is what we're going to do today with the waffles. That's helping children with their math skills. So anyway, get ready for this segment of Straight Outta Compton's Kitchen. Today we're going to make buttermilk waffles. Kalea, if you're listening. London, if you're listening. Lyric, if you're listening. And I hope you are. I'm going to teach you how to make buttermilk waffles. So we have olive oil. I'm going to use olive oil instead of shortening, but you can use shortening. We need, and the other thing, guys, is I'm cutting this recipe in half because it's just me. So instead of using 2 eggs, I'm using 1 egg. Instead of using 2 cups of buttermilk, I'm using 1 cup. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use milk, 1 cup of milk, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And that's a substitute. When you don't have buttermilk, substitute it with milk and lemon juice. And for every cup that you're using of your milk, you want to use 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We're going to use 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and just a pinch of sea salt. Sea salt is better for you than the iodine salt. And then, of course, I said 1 egg. Okay? So we're going to mix all this together. We're going to first beat the egg, and then we'll add our other ingredients, beat them into the mix, and I'll show you how that looks. Now, of course, you're going to need a waffle iron. This is a small waffle iron that I picked up at Target. It was only $20. Yeah, so we're going to need that. And it doesn't matter the size of your waffle iron. It can be bigger than this, but I like the small little waffles. All right, so we're going to take the 1 egg and beat it up. I'm going to turn the light down a little bit because you can see the bowl better. All right, so here we go. We beat the egg, and now we're going to put in our milk. I should have gotten my measuring cup out. Shouldn't take but a minute to find it here. Okay, so we're gonna pour this in. And we're gonna pour that in just 1 cup. And then I'm gonna add the tablespoon of lemon juice. So how y'all doing? Okay, hang with me, guys. So here we go. We got 1 tablespoon. Gonna pour that in there just like that. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Pour that into the milk. I'm gonna mix that up, stir it up a little bit. And then I'm going to add this to my mixture. Pour that in just like that. And the good thing about this mixture is you can put it in the freezer and then just let it thaw out and it'll be just like new. All right, so we've got 1 cup of flour. About 1 cup. Add that in there. Beat it up. In the meantime, I am warming up my waffle iron. Okay, so I'm going to mix that up real good. And I'm really trying to hurry up, y'all, because I haven't had anything to eat. And guess what I want to eat? Some chicken and waffles. Yes, I said chicken and waffles. That's chicken, spelled C-H-I-K-N. All right. We need a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Where is my baking powder? Okay, 1 teaspoon. Here we go, 1 teaspoon. And what I usually do, see how this has a little lip right here? I just take my teaspoon and take it up to that lip and level it off. Just like that. All right, we'll put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder and then a half a teaspoon of baking soda, Arm & Hammer, or you can use, you know, just as long as it's baking soda. It doesn't have to be a particular brand. I do the same thing, kind of level it off right there. Throw that in there. We're just gonna put a pinch of salt. Yeah, all right. And I think that's it. Mix that in really good. You can do it with a spoon. You don't need a mixer. And in the meantime, I'm gonna move all of this behind the camera, get it out of our way. And what I'm gonna do next is put a little oil in the, what you call that? The waffle iron, yes. All right. Excuse my big hand and my big arm if anything is flashing in front of the camera. Now, the other thing you can do is, like, if you have a spray, you know, to keep your waffle from sticking. All right. So I turn that on. It's a little hot. So let me kind of get the oil to go around in there. Now let it get, you know, just a little oiled on both sides. All right. So what I'm gonna do, can you see me? Oh my goodness, you can't see the waffle iron for this big bowl. Now you know this bowl here, let me tell you guys, this bowl is older than you. This bowl has been in my family for over 50 years. Okay, so I'm gonna lift that up. And I'm just gonna take maybe 2 spoonfuls and make sure that it's, you know, spread out evenly. Yeah, maybe just 1 more spoonful. And that's it. Put that puppy down. And the light is on. So when the light goes off, I'm sorry, when the light comes on, it's cooking. When the light goes off, it's done. So let me get a plate. Okay, here we have it. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out with my fork and put it on my plate. And then I will put butter. I'm not really a big syrup eater, so I like to just put my syrup in a little cup, like so, something like this. Let me throw this in the trash. But yeah, I just put a little syrup in there. I heat it in the microwave. And I like to dip my waffle into the syrup. Okay. Next, I want to show you what I'm going to put in the oven right now. These are crispy tenders, juicy chicken. You see how it's spelled? CHICKN. So it's made with oats and quinoa and millet. And it's all plant-based. So I'm just going to put that to the side and have me some chicken and waffles. All right, guys, I'll show you the end result when I'm done. Thank you. Welcome back to Straight Outta Compton's Kitchen. Okay, guys, I got my waffles. I got my faux chicken, FAUX chicken, and I got my cup of syrup heated lightly. So I'm getting ready to take a taste test. I already know what it tastes like. I just kind of dip my waffle there and kind of wrap my chicken around the waffle. You talking about good. Let me tell you something. Woo! I gotta sit down and enjoy this. Let me tell you something. It is so good when you can pronounce and know exactly what you are eating. I encourage you to read the labels on everything. And if you can pronounce what's on that label, go ahead, purchase it. But better yet, when you can come home, bring your flour, your egg, your baking soda, your baking powder, your olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, Himalayan salt. When you can bring that stuff home and make your own waffles, forget Eggo. Who was this talking about let go of my Eggo? Come on in the kitchen. Make your own waffles, y'all. Like I said, with the mix that you may have left over, you can put it in like one of those Tupperware containers, Ziploc. Not the Ziploc bag, but something like this. This is by Ziploc too. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour my waffle mix in this bowl and put it in the freezer. And then the next time I'm ready for some chicken and waffles, all I gotta do is heat up my waffle iron, pour that in there, and I'll be good to go. So that's it, that's all, y'all. Enjoy your life. You only get one. All right? And know that you are valuable. Know that God loves you. And know that Chef Vivio loves you too. Have a good one.